Hi, and welcome to KXAN Plus. I'm your host, Esmeralda Zamora, and we have another Simple Health episode here for you all today. And with me to cover our Simple Health topic is our Simple Health expert, Jose Torres. Jose, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Esme. Thank you again for having me.
Yeah, of course. I always love to have you here. We record these on Mondays, so it's always great to start our Mondays together and giggle a little bit and also talk health. But I do want to cover before we start, what is Simple Health and why do we cover it here, Jose?
Well, think of it as a segment where we empower you with information. There's a lot of untold medical stories here, and whether that is clinical research, new treatments, it's all happening here in Central Texas. And so we try to bring that to you and also to bring you hope, whether it's maybe you or a loved one who is dealing with a tough time health-wise. And so, bringing you hope and letting you know about what is going on here that could possibly help you or a loved one.
Yes, and I believe our story today is just like that. It resembles hope, and it's I don't want to get too much into it, but before we get into it, we are reversing roles. So Jose, I'm gonna let you take it over.
Yeah. Well, we were talking earlier about our days in high school, and back in my day, I was worried about getting my driver's license, getting my first car, hanging out with friends, and going to football games. But you spoke to a young man who is still in high school and is helping thousands of people he's never met.
Yes, and that's exactly right. I spoke with Eli Cooper Yorio. He right now is a senior at St. Stephen's Episcopal School here in Austin, Texas. But about 4 years ago, when he was a freshman, he said that he was donating, giving back, volunteering at a local mobile food pantry. And as he was observing families swing by, grabbing meals for their families, he said that he would ask around, and what he came to his conclusion was that a lot of these families that were visiting the mobile food pantries were experiencing a tough time and not able to bring food onto the families' tables because of one thing, and that one thing was medical debt. And he mentioned that he aspires to be a medical professional one day, and he figured out that, a way for me to help while I'm in high school and not in that field yet is helping these families get rid of their medical debt. And so that's exactly what he did. He started a campaign. It's called 26 for 26. And so his goal is to erase medical debt for individuals here in Travis County. He understands that he needs to start small, so he's starting in our county, but, he's reaching his goals and he's getting out there and he's making things happen for us.
So how does this 2626 work?
So 26 for 26 is the name of the campaign, but really he said he has partnered with Undo Medical Debt. It's a nonprofit organization, and he actually works for them now that he's a senior in high school.
Oh, wow.
And Undo Medical Debt buys out debt portfolios for pennies on the dollar, meaning that $1 donated typically wipes out $100 of medical debt for any individual. So that's how he's doing it. He's partnering up with who he needs to partner up with, sending emails, making calls, talking to individuals, all the people that can help him reach this goal.
Wow, $1 can clear $100 worth of debt. Wow,
His goal.
Amazing.
Actually, I forgot to mention his goal is to eliminate 5 million by his senior year. He has eliminated 2.6 million so far.
Wow, what a great kid. So you spoke to him. Besides the $5 million, near $5 million goal, what does he have planned for the future?
Let me pull up a photo so we know who we're talking about really quick. So you're seeing Eli Yorio right here on your right side. I believe he's wearing that light blue shirt. Mm-hmm. And what was your question, Jose?
Oh, no. I was just saying you spoke to him and you had this awesome conversation. I was just wondering, did he have any other future goals besides raising his goal of almost $5 million?
So his first goal was to eliminate $2.6 million in medical debt just in the Travis County area by May 2026. But like I said, he already surpassed that goal. So that goal that he has right now is a $5 million clearance. And yeah, he said his goal is to, one, let people be aware of what undue medical debt is, because he said that not a lot of people know that this nonprofit organization exists. And I was doing some research on medical debt in the United States, and from what I read was over 90% of the U.S. population with health insurance experiences some form of medical debt, and that's according to Peterson KFF Health System Tracker. Individuals with certain medical needs that we have spoken to here on our show, such as cancer and other illnesses, those individuals are more prone to medical debt because they're having to go see medical professionals more often. Honestly, sometimes they go twice a week or even more. So they're accumulating medical debt over time and ending up with higher balances than most of us. And according to Undue Medical Debt on their website, they said 55% of people delay medical care because they're afraid of accumulating that debt. And those with medical debt are 3 times more likely to experience depression or anxiety. And 7 out of 10 adults say that they receive bills that they cannot afford. Can you relate to that, Jose?
I suffered a stroke, and last year I went through. I got a stent placed in my one of my arteries, and those bills are no joke. Even when you have insurance, because depending on the insurance you have, only a certain amount gets covered, right? So I can totally relate to that. You spoke to him, and he said something about his goals for the end of the year, and also what he hopes to do as far as continuing his advocacy for this.
Yeah, actually, I do want to correct myself. Now that I'm looking at my article, he has actually raised $26,000 through outreach and fundraisers and calling people. But that $26,000 has erased $4.75 million in medical debt, and that's for a total of 3,835 people. But yes, he was talking about the efforts that he's making and how he wants to continue even past his goal. And let's go ahead and listen to what he said.
It definitely was scary because I didn't know if now looking forward, I have 2 goals. I want to kind of reach the $5 million mark by the time I graduate. Through various fundraising opportunities, and then I also want, like I kind of mentioned earlier, I want to kind of raise awareness for what Undue is and what it can do. I've started to work with or meet with various politicians, like at the local and state level, to lobby for a partnership between those entities and Undue, because I think it'd be awesome if because a little bit of money can go such a long way.
That's right. A little bit of money can go such a long way, right, Jose?
Yeah, it still amazes me. $1 can do so much. So he spoke about continuing his push for this, raising awareness and speaking to politicians and city leaders. That can be pretty intimidating for a young kid. What did he say about that?
He said it was intimidating and that he didn't know where to start. But luckily, with the help of his father, he said he was able to take a look at the website and see who exactly he needs to reach out to, who he feels matches with the goal that he has. But, he explained it a lot better, so I can play that sound so we can listen to what he said.
It definitely was scary because I didn't know if my message would be received or how it would be received. I wasn't exactly able to get them to agree to my proposal right away, but I think the big thing was just building up awareness for what Undue can do. By it's such a small amount of money can make such a large difference, and I think it's been important to kind of plant those seeds in the minds of those the people in those positions, because I think sometime down the line it definitely is something that could happen, as it has in many other cities and states before.
So it was tough for him, but that's what it takes, to reach your goals and to make sure that you are doing what you want to do in the correct way. And like he mentioned, it's those individuals that have the funds to help out and are able to donate and help him reach the goal. And it's not only his goal, right? It's all of our goals. We all want to erase this medical debt that we're all in. And it's an issue that we are all seeing every single day, right?
Yeah. And like you found in your research, there's a big chunk of Americans have some form of debt, whether it's small or large. It's there. And like you said, some people don't get care because they're afraid of that debt getting larger. So wow, what an awesome thing that this young man is doing. Did he say,
Yeah.
or did he want to say what school he goes to, just to give him a shout out to that campus?
Yeah, let me make sure I say it correctly, but he goes to St. Stephen's Episcopal School here in Austin. And I can't believe that it was when he was a freshman that he started this. To see and know that that's an issue in our county as a freshman is amazing.
And also, it also shows the importance about volunteering. He just went to volunteer, and then he found out this need just through volunteering and talking to people. And it just shows, I think, that community, I say this, community keeps the heart beating, but it really does.
It does.
So he's about to graduate soon. What are those plans looking like?
So he told me that he hasn't decided what college that he wants to go to, but he does know he wants to be in the medical field. I told him, you still have a couple months. I wouldn't rush into it, but everyone is on their own journey. He wants to continue this initiative, even if he surpasses his $5 million goal. And he's still continuing that because he has a fundraiser planned for the end of this month. I'm going to pull that fundraiser flyer up here. And this is happening at Cabo Bob's on Tuesday, December 30th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is at the Cabo Bob's off of Rio Grande Street. I believe it's in West Campus. 34% of the receipts benefit undue medical debt, and that is the 26 for 26 campaign by Eli Yorio. So all you have to do is take this flyer, and if you can't screenshot it right now, if you're watching on your TV or something, don't worry. We have it on our website, KXAN.com. You can always save it from there and show it to the register whenever you make your purchase. But it seems to me, Jose, that he's just going to keep going with it. And I'm like, keep going with it. This is amazing. I hope other students, other freshmen see that once you set a goal for yourself, it doesn't matter if you take a year, 2 years, 3 years. Eli is still going on his 4th year and is still trying to achieve that goal he set when he was a freshman. So if we all work together to brainstorm ways to help our community, just like this, I think that we would all be on a great path, right?
Right. And I apologize if you already mentioned this. Is this a local organization or is it nationwide?
Actually, I'm going to Google that. It is, I think it's a nationwide organization. Here, I have the website pulled up.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No, I want to know that too. It is a nationwide organization, and you can see here our impact. Let's look on that little slide. Sorry if I'm exploring the internet is tough. So here, look, the problem with medical debt. I think that they focus on just erasing medical debt nationwide. So they are nationwide.
That's so awesome.
220 billion. And you know what? As I was doing my research, no one tracks the amount of medical debt that the U.S. is in. So it's amazing that they have these statistics in here because we wouldn't be able to find them anywhere else, honestly. Travis County does not have a list of medical debt that we owe for a county, let alone the state. I think it's hard to track how much the nation is in debt for medical debt, right?
Yeah. But the good thing that Eli is doing is that all the money that everyone is contributing here in Central Texas is for people with debt, medical debt in Travis County. So that is so awesome.
Yeah, I asked him that too. I was asking him, so you're helping Travis County, but where do you want to keep going? Do you want to help Texas? Do you want to help nationwide? And he said he wanted to start here in Travis County because he knows that he can make a big impact here. And then once he gets more eyes on this campaign that he is doing and others understand how hard he's working to make a difference, maybe he can move on to Texas and then from there move on nationwide and just grow. And I see him doing it.
Yeah, I mean, already at a high school. No, he started as a freshman.
Yeah, so he was getting out of 8th grade, going into 9th grade.
Yeah.
Very, very young.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing this amazing, beautiful, and a story of hope as well, I believe.
Yeah, and I have that article on our website right now. It is titled Austin High School Senior Wipes Out Millions in Medical Debt. I also have a video of more of the sound from him and what he was saying in his interview. We have some statistics, links to undo medical debt, and then more on his goals and his story. There's that video. And he also talked about balancing school and this campaign. And he said it's not easy, but it's helped him gain skills that he knows he's going to use out in the real world, when he becomes a college student and then gets a job. And then if anyone is interested in helping, you can also donate directly to the Undo website where his campaign is. And also we have that information from the fundraiser that he is hosting at the end of the month.
And like you said, we recorded this a little bit earlier, but the good thing is that you can donate anytime.
Yes. So if you're watching this and the fundraiser has expired, don't worry. The link to donate at any time is also on the website.
Awesome.
Well, thank you, Jose, for switching roles with me. This is fun.
No, and thank you for sharing this amazing story.
Yes, and thank you to everyone who's watching. Remember, if you want to watch more exclusive content like this or any others, you can do that for free by downloading the KXAN Plus streaming app anywhere you get your streams, and we'll see you there.
Awesome.